But you introduced the band.
Yeah, but give a better introduction. Yeah, I'm sure.
Those guys aren't important. But my name is Daniel. I play guitar and singer.
My name's Sandy and I play bass.
Awesome.
This really isn't Bob Barker.
I feel like Bob Barker.
So we wish we had something less phallic to give you.
I like it, I can dig it.
Microphones, you can't get away from being phallic. It's just what they are.
Yeah, but I mean, this one isn't helping. Anyway.
I'm sorry if you have trouble concentrating.
I can't look away. It's just anyway, yeah.
Enough of that.
So back in September, you guys released your third full-length record, Better Off. The sound on that album seems a little bit more aggressive than the last two. Was that, a natural progression for you guys?
Well, yeah, it was natural. It wasn't contrived, if that's what you mean. We had done a more poppy record before that, so we just, after you tour that for a year and a half, you're like, well, let's do something heavier again. So, and have a little more fun playing guitar.
Big boy shoes on.
Nice. All right, so you said that one of your goals with the album was to really capture your live experience. Do you feel like you've done that? And what is the 10-second epic live experience?
What's our live experience?
Yeah.
Puke. Blood.
just fluids of all kinds.
In all seriousness, when we get on stage, we want to make sure everyone's having just as much fun as we are. That's the bottom line,
Yeah, it works both ways, so if the crowd is having fun, then we will have more fun. That's right. You don't have to hold it at that angle.
I was told to, actually.
Okay.
It was that, or are you guys talking to these?
But
we didn't know which would be.
So talking to your guys' chest.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know about that, Kelly.
I'm done with this mic.
We've already got phalluses in here. We need to maintain some semblance of professionalism.
But you can, I guess I could say you can never really capture a live show recorded. So, it was our attempt at, anyways, and I'm proud of the record, and I think it does have an energetic feel. Okay.
DVD that you guys have out. What made you decide to put together a kind of behind-the-scenes look at the making of the record?
I think, when people listen to our music, they actually don't really know who we are. So we almost want to show people, the kind of guys we are, the way we interact. I mean, very rare do you see a lot of bands that have the same members over a long period of time, but we're all the same guys that have been in the band for the last 10 years. And I mean, people can see that it's not just a job, it's like a lifestyle. It's like we're a brotherhood at the end of the day.
We wanted to share that as much as the music, really, to show kind of where it's coming from.
So you just released a new music video for Better Off. Where did the concept for that video come from? Whose idea was that?
Andrew, the singer, has been sitting on this idea for years, and
For all three records, really, he's trying to put that video through.
And come hell or high water, it was getting done.
Yeah.
So it was done. The downfall is we literally got off the flight from Japan about 6 hours before that, and literally we had to go get gear, got gear, and we were playing hockey at 8 o'clock the next morning.
And by nightfall, driving to Philadelphia for tour, so
Yeah.
it was exhausting. If we looked like we were having fun, we weren't. It was awful.
That's hardcore. That's how you do it, guys. So do you feel that hockey, fighting small children, and kick-out music pretty much sums up the Canadian music experience?
Well, I just, there's been so much of the talk of fighting small children, and I want to clarify that it is a joke, and I do not condone that in any way. But yes, I mean, hockey is a Canadian experience.
Yeah. Okay, so like a lot of bands, you guys are used to touring a lot until basically drop dead until you're exhausted. Is there a point when you just start to not like it anymore? Like what keeps you going on tour?
Well, I mean, what's keeping me on tour right now is I actually don't have a house back home to move back into. So the more we're on tour, the more I don't have to deal with that when I get home.
Enabling homelessness, I like that.
That was funny.
It's a great answer.
That's true. No, I think, this has been 10 years of touring, and if you're going to decide not to do it, I mean, it would have been 5 years ago, I think. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. So you have the tour prank footage on your YouTube channel of another band you forced into skinny dipping. So, what's the best tour prank you played?
Believe it or not,
You
that
guys
wasn't
have no idea.
that wasn't a forced skinny dipping,
Oh.
and that wasn't another band. That was yours truly's butt you were looking at. So
Oh, that! I forgot about that. Yeah.
yeah,
That was
Something
cool.
about a bet.
Well,
Yeah, what was that? Explain yourselves.
oh, we were just, you sit in the van for long. I mean, like, we're the type of band that just sits around and shoots the shit for who knows how long we're in the van for. And we got to talking about how cold that river or that lake must have been, and you know.
One way or the other, someone ended up in it. So.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, we
more
also.
like for someone.
Yeah.
I think you saw all of our naked asses. So.
Except
Nope.
Andrew, who was floating,
Yeah.
obviously. Yeah.
So I guess what I'm getting at is you're welcome.
Girls, yeah.
We can even, if it makes you more comfortable, work swear words into our questions.
Okay.
That's
Like
sometimes-
this next one. Okay.
Only if you work a swear into your question.
Oh, I will.
Okay.
How about this? What's the best fucking tour prank you've had played on you?
Oh.
Oh.
Actually, I remember one that was played on Dan, and this one I felt for him big time.
I don't.
Remember when we were playing in Kelowna, and TJ switched his water like with
Oh
the.
yeah,
with
someone
the-
got me. Well, someone got me a cold bottle of water right in between songs, which was very nice. And it turned out to be white vinegar, which was. I mean, if you're like huffing and puffing, need some water. It was.
But I was wondering if you're drinking it, like did you throw it all over yourself? That burn.
I not like in some dramatic flair, like yeah. No, I just had a big gulp of it. Never
Did you try to
checked
cover
with
it
it.
up? Were you like,
No,
yeah, no, it's cool.
No, I started cursing.
Of course.
Probably fought back at puke.
I told him to fuck himself.
Did you get it back?
No, I don't think I did.
Bummer. Jeez. So, what do you do inside the band to pass the time other than discussing pig orgasms and generally being like this?
Oh wow, they watched the DVD.
Yeah, we do our research.
You know what? I mean, you're looking at like some of the. We don't really talk about a lot of serious shit, and to tell you the truth, it's pretty much whatever's on anybody's mind.
Yeah.
It can be a group effort. You might just segregate it to a few individuals, but
Sometimes you'll find yourself talking to everybody and nobody answering you because you're doing something, but you don't realize it. All sorts of shit can happen in there. When you're stuck with the same people for not a van ride, not a stay in a hotel, not a show, but 10 years, you've covered every topic on the planet numerous times.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, so you guys did a song with lights
Yes.
every day. Is there any other band or artist that you guys either will be collaborating with or would like to?
Rita McNeil,
Rita McNeil would be sweet.
Picture
I'm gonna go with Beethoven
Beethoven, Anne Marie,
and Marie.
Beethoven.
Sharon Lois and Bram. Those guys get heavy and brutal.
This sounds like a joke, but I think it would be really funny to get any of them because I think, much to everyone's surprise, they're all great musicians and we can come up with something really good.
Yeah, you guys, yeah.
I would love to go to Yo Gabba
Apparently, a side note entirely, but I've seen these pictures on the internet of Yo Gabba Gabba shirts, and they have walls of death. And I don't know where that comes from, but apparently that's what happens at these shows.
Kids lose their mind for that kind of shit.
No, but it was a bunch of adults at a Yo Gabba Gabba show. The kids were in front, and then there was this wall of death behind. I don't know.
Whoa.
Anyways,
Brutal.
moving on. Totally.
I
And
bet there's mosh pits going on over there. It's a
okay,
stereotype.
one word to describe each band member. Go.
You mean like with the new kids on the block, like the cute ones?
Sure.
Do
Oh,
it.
Jesus.
Like together. Shy one.
At this time, I wish we had a kind of more a look like Slipknot, so we could just be numbered. That'd be easier. I don't know.
I don't know, man. Everyone parties. So everyone gets that one.
We're all cut from the same cloth, so we're all a mix of all. I mean, it's hard to say.
Yeah.
Who gets like really moody?
Pat.
Pat can get moody, yeah?
Pat gets pretty moody.
Who's the one you make fun of the most?
Pat.
Pat just takes everything. Okay.
I don't know, man. Fuck, I seriously have no idea.
Kind of part of being in a band is one of the to not single someone out is an important thing.
Yeah.
To keep the.
Not so much important, more like the different personalities. But then you guys are saying that you guys are.
Yeah, I mean, like the thing is, like,
So-
I know, like I'm neurotic when it comes to like worrying about shit, but I mean, it doesn't really come out. I'm not sitting there like curled up in a ball in the back of the van.
What it is a tour makes you, and music and this career in general makes you. You get such a range of emotions, and we've all seen each other in all of these positions, and so it's hard to say. It's really hard to sum any of these guys up like that. It would be great for a narrative, but you know what I mean?
We could write a script about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, moving along. I was on your Twitter page and I noticed that you guys respond to fans a lot. So, I mean, is that important for you guys to keep in touch with them in that way?
Absolutely. I mean, when I know from when I was a kid, if I had met a band or a musician that I admire, or anybody really that treats you with respect, I mean, that's what this is. I don't like to think of it as fans like. I'm proud that when we go on tour, I can go all over the world and I have friends there because they got into the band. I respect them just as much as I'd imagine they respect me. I don't know.
So, you guys are part of the lineup for Warped Tour this summer. How excited are you to kick that off?
Well, it's the first time we're going to be doing a tour in a bus, so none of us have to drive.
Nice.
So
Alcoholism is going to be in high gear, basically.
absolutely, I guess that's what we're getting
From like
at.
June until August? Just
Well, so we're going down along the coast and into the desert. So we'll see. I guess the tour should be called "See How Bad the Canadian Boys Burn in the Desert,"
Yeah, we'll see who dies first.
Ooh, make it like a Hunger Games thing.
which
Sorry,
I just started reading
it.
too.
Me too. Oh my god, we can totally talk about this later. Anyway, but you guys have played Warped Tour before.
Yes.
So what keeps you coming back to a tour like that?
Well,
Nothing?
I
Obviously,
guess
okay.
the tour it's a show.
No, but is it like, you know,
because
hang out
that's
with
a tour
other
coming
bands,
up,
or-
and all the bands are fun. It's a good experience, but really we do this because we have nothing better to do. This is what we're best at. So if that tour is there, then we're gonna do it.
I wasn't busy, so.
We're not really qualified doing much
Wait,
else.
wait, why
Yeah.
is this on? I had to go hang out.
If you need like a stable of shit shoveled anywhere, we're there. But besides that, we're not
Fair enough.
qualified.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much. It was great.
Thank you guys.
You guys
Yeah.
are fucking welcome.
Yeah, thanks. You know, we've covered like what, phallus, chest, and ass in one interview. That's
Yeah.
exactly how we roll.
Who do you guys work for? Okay.
So we can swear?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Just go ahead right now. Just
Shit, shit, shit.
everybody's
fuck,
shocked and
ass.
awed at that.
Missing word. Fuck.
Vagina.
Just get it out because
Okay.
everything else.
Okay.
Gosh darn it. Maybe religious people. are
Dick.
gonna be- Keep swearing.